The Bristol Flyers returned home to welcome coach Paul James and his Worcester Wolves to the SGS Wise Arena for the first time this season. Flyers were boosted by the return of leading scorer Cardell McFarland, whilst the Wolves were coming off a 10-point win over Leeds Force just 24 hours ago. Into the first, and Flyers captain Greg Street would drive the lane for the soft finish off the glass. He'd then swing the ball to Matthias Silent, who'd find a wide-open Doug McLaughlin-Williams for 3 of his 12 points in the game. Flyers would lead by as many as 9 points in the first period before Worcester would respond with a 3 from Josh Cameron to bring the Wolves to within 1. Final seconds of the first, and the Wolves would clean up the offensive rebound and finish on the buzzer to put them up by 2 at the end of the first quarter. Into the second, and McLaughlin-Williams would knock down another pair of threes for the Flyers. He'd shoot 33% from beyond the arc as he ties the game at 34 with 3.5 minutes to play in the first half. Final minutes of the second, and Cardell McFarland would beat a pair of defenders with a nice double crossover before finishing with a soft touch. McFarland would have 20 points to go along with 5 rebounds and 5 assists on his return from injury. Flyers up by 2 at the end of the first half. Into the third quarter, and McFarland would feed Daniel Adozie in the paint, who'd finish with a double-double of 10 points and 10 rebounds. Then, a minute later, McFarland would find himself on the receiving end of an assist from Greg Street. Basket counts, and he'd complete the 3-point play to put Bristol back up by 1. And the game would remain close throughout the third as McFarland picks off the loose ball and throws it out to Tyrone Lee on the break for the two-handed throwdown. The crowd goes crazy, and Worcester call for time as Flyers reduce the gap to 1 with 3.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. And Lee's momentum would carry on through the break as he meets Josh Cameron at the rim for a huge rejection. Then McFarland would knock down another deep 3 to reduce the gap to 1. Flyers, however, would trail by 7 at the end of the third period. And Worcester's lead would continue to grow in the fourth. First, with Cameron finishing in traffic for 2 of a team-high 19 points, then Paris Blackwell would find Jay Cousinard inside, who'd finish with the two-handed slam. And that would wrap things up. Worcester pick up their first win in 3, whilst the Flyers fall to their third straight defeat. Final score, Bristol Flyers 70, Worcester Wolves 83. And don't forget, tickets are now on sale for the Flyers' first 4 games of 2016. Head to bristolflyers.co.uk to buy online. For Flyers TV, I'm Downsy from Sam FM, supporting the Bristol Flyers every step of the way.